Speaker. It's a pleasure to be called to speak in this debate and support this bill, which will allow us to manage fisheries outside the common fisheries policy as an independent coastal state. For many people living in coastal communities in North West Norfolk, taking back control of our waters was an overarching reason for supporting Brexit. And now, as a country, for the first time in over 40 years, we will control who can fish in our waters and the terms on which they do so. I want to see us seizing the opportunities from this freedom will bring, and getting the regulatory framework is key to having a successful fishing industry in my constituency, across East Anglia and across the country. But I believe the amendments passed in the other place to change the fisheries objectives in Clause 1 remove the balanced approach that gave equal weight to environmental, social and economic considerations. Indeed, the National Federation of Fishermen's organisations has warned that these additions mean the bill, as it stands, will create a more rigid system and one which is ultimately worse than the CFP. We in this House should heed those words and revert to the original proposals in the bill that would help deliver a sustainable and thriving fishing industry. And taking the opportunities from leaving the CFP will require new investment, and that means regulatory certainty is needed for the industry. Last month I met local firms, Lynn Shellfish and John Lake Shellfish, to talk about this bill and the challenges and opportunities facing the sector. And with a fishing fleet of around 70 vessels in Kingsley and Brancaster and along the coast, these businesses make an important contribution to the local economy, where we have one of the most productive fisheries in the country. However, they raise concerns about regulatory plans by the Eastern Inshore Fisheries Conservation Authority for a new shrimp permit bylaw. Under these proposals, there would be no limit to the number of permits that could be issued, nor any recognition of the historic track record. I've corresponded with my honourable friend the Minister on these issues, and I ask that she scrutinises issues seriously when they come to her formally, so we can deliver on our commitment to sustainable fisheries. My fishermen are also concerned about the future of the Wash Fisheries Order, which expires in 2022. Instead of seeking extension, the regulator is proposing to make a new order, stating that as a matter of policy, DEFRA are not considering any extensions to the orders. So again, I'd be grateful to have a conversation with my honourable friend, the Minister, to confirm the government's approach, and also for her to encourage the regulators to take a more open approach with the industry and have a better dialogue than currently exists. Now, like many honourable members who've spoken in this House, I've had constituents contact me about super trawlers, and I'm glad the honourable friend, the Secretary of State, confirmed earlier this bill does provide the powers to licence foreign vessels in UK waters and to tackle and ban super trawlers as part of a sustainable approach. Finally, on the theme of sustainability, one issue we must focus on as an independent coastal state is skills and bringing younger people into our industry. The renaissance of East Anglian Fisheries Group, which my honourable friend, the member for Waveney, has done so much brilliant work on, has called for an apprenticeship scheme to replenish the high proportion of fishers who will be retiring over the next 5 to 10 years. And this is a very welcome proposal, and one which I hope that DEFRA will support and take forward. In conclusion, Madam Deputy Speaker, this bill provides us with the opportunity to learn from the mistakes of the CFP and adopt a more flexible approach to managing our fisheries for the benefit of UK fishers.